All right, update stream. Okay, I think that means we're live.
Let's
What's up, everybody?
go.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
yeah,
Let's go in
yeah,
the chat.
yeah.
We got Bo from
Yeah.
ESMR Revengers.
What's
Oh shit!
good?
How you doing, Bo?
Fantastic, my brother. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you allowing me to jump in, and
Yeah,
I'm ready to do this, bro. I'm happy. I'm hyped. How are you?
dude, I'm good. I'm sorry I asked you that because we just chopped it up for like the past 30 minutes, but it's all good.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah, dog. We've been trying to set up the stream. It takes a little bit on our end. We appreciate you guys for waiting.
Yep, yep.
Welcome back to FastTrack Feedback Fridays, where we take your guys' submissions, take some submissions from Reddit, and we review the music, give it feedback, and if we really like it, we'll put it on our playlists. We got two playlists. We got one that's top tier, songs that just really catch our ear, and we'll add it to the playlist. And we have another playlist that's just for general submissions, so no matter what, if you submit to our songs, you guys are going to be placed. So, Bo, I want to go ahead and this is your first time on our show. I want to just explain to you and the viewers how the system, the feedback system works. We're trying to like figure out the format, and like we'd love to have your kind of feedback on it. But so you're used to giving them like a percentage, right? Like,
I go out. Yeah. I go out of 100 just because it's. I don't know. It's easily quantifiable for me, and I. It's good too because people can leave with something. They can know I'm leaving with this particular thing. So that's why I do it that way.
Yeah, it's definitely a good system, and like I mean, the whole school system uses it and shit. Like, there's a reason why. We're experimenting with some weird shit for some reason, and we'll see what's better. We've tried a couple different things, but the way that we have it is we split it up into different topics and then an overall kind of rating. So we have vibes. Oh, you can't see the overlay.
No. I can see that though. We're good.
Okay, great. So you see the traffic lights. We got vibes, we got content, we got production. So vibes is kind of just like the things that you really can't, quantify. It's like what the song feels like. I usually give like an image of like, oh, this is like a surfer type shit. I'm on the beach or something. Like that's what it feels like. Vibes, and does it vibe well? Like does like on the first impression? I guess that's what kind of vibes is like. Content, we have kind of the nitty gritty. Like if we're talking rap and hip hop, it's like the arrangement of the beat, the sounds used, the lyrics, all that kind of stuff. The delivery is, I would say, is in between vibes and content. And then we got production, and that's the really nitty gritty of like, how does it sound frequency spectrum wise? How does it sound clashing tonal wise? Stuff like that. And then track total, we have from purple, green, yellow, and red. And for each one of the traffic lights, each one of those categories, you have green, which is good to go. It's like if we were producers or if we were like a manager for this artist, we would say, oh, this is pretty good to go. Like I wouldn't really change anything. Let's ship it up. Yellow is like maybe we say it's developed. So we say maybe if I was a producer on this, I would give the mix a second look. I would do a couple changes and we would outline the changes. R is like, or not R, red is like redo. It's like stop, think about what you're doing real quick.
You got to get back in the gym, folks. You got to keep shooting. Yeah.
Exactly. You got to get back in the studio, maybe re-record some stuff, maybe redo some of the delivery. And so that's like the kind of three scores we give for each sub-score. And then the final track total, it's the same. There's green, yellow, and red. But then purple is kind of like that special track that once you hear it, it's just like going to your personal playlist. And we give that like it's like a pretty high commendation of our stream. And so if you make that, you get into that top tier playlist. And that's like kind of what we feature. And we've had a couple songs. We don't get it every week just because it's kind of rare, but that's the kind of rating scale. So do you have any questions before we begin, Bo?
No, that's straightforward. And I like that you guys don't give out a lot of the purples. That's a rare thing. It's supposed to be rare. I like that. So no, I'm all good, brother. I'm good.
Fuck yeah. And we got Rumors in the chat. Hey, what's up?
Rumors,
what's up? Hey, man.
My boy.
You say, hey, man, the overlay looks clean, very professional. You deserve way more subscribers. Bro, appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you.
Yeah, buddy.
And Rumors, we'd love to hear feedback from your side as well. So if you're in the chat.
Rumors is fantastic, man. I like that kid a lot.
Yeah, dude, he said he hit me up on the chat. One of his songs is in here. I think he said that you heard it already, but I told him that I wanted to hear it. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's go to the first song. So you have that list pulled up, right?
I do. I'm good to go here. So we starting with Titan, right?
Yeah. So we got Denim Titan. Let me see. Okay, there's no description here. It's a finished release. So with that in mind, Denim Titan, 3, 2, 1, play. And Rumors, let us know if you can hear the music in the chat.
Beat is crispy.
Dude, that 808.
Beat is super crispy.
We got vocals in the back too. Can't really hear it though.
I'm about to say, are those the main vocals?
I don't know, yeah. It sounds like if it was the beat by itself, like. And that's why the description helps people, so that way we can tell, hey, is this supposed to be like just a beat and like a rapper's supposed to be on top of this? Or is this like, you know.
You know what it sounds like to me?
What's that?
It sounds like a concept. Like they were trying to figure out what they wanted to say, but they were kind of like they were trying to figure it out by kind of mouthing the words, you know?
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's intentional as a finished release though?
Did it say it was finished anywhere?
It did. We'll save it. Let's let it play out. Let's let it play out. Change up at the end.
I like the slowdown right there. That's dope.
All right, I just finished up. Did you finish, Bo?
Yeah, I did. We finished exactly at the same time right there, so that worked out.
Perfect.
Worked out perfectly. Yeah.
All right, so that was Denim Titan. Oh, Bo, what do you got?
No. Go ahead. I'm acting like this is my joint, man. I need to let
Dude,
you.
go for it, bro. You got that radio style, bro. That's you.
So I don't know how you make that into something that is going to be super consumable. Yep. You know what I mean? Maybe it could be like in the background at like a hipster kind of bar, but for any mainstream consumption, for people that listening on their way to work, or for people, it's kind of an instrumental that you play in the background. Maybe if you're doing homework, I just don't think it has a lot of value with the vocal being that low and not really. The style was kind of slurred, so I didn't really get a lot of clear content either. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, so going by the vibes there, I think you hit it on the head with like a lounge. I was thinking like hookah lounge or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like kind of like cloudy, kind of misty. It has that kind of just twinge of dark too. But yeah, I mean, the first thing, and we talked about it during the song, it's the vocals. There's like a couple mix issues. One, I think and one of the comments on here says it too. I think that the mix is just the vocals are too quiet, and I don't know if it's intentional, as like some beats have a vocal chop, and it adds like that kind of high end frequency range to it, and then it doesn't get in the way of like a main rapper vocal. So if this is like a tight beat that you're trying to sell or something, it might make a lot more sense to me. But if this is just like a standalone thing, it sounds like the vocals. It sounded like they were really clean and they were meant to be up front. It's just they weren't loud enough and weren't upfront enough. Like I can't even really speak on the delivery too much just because it was too quiet. But I mean, Bo, you did hear some of the delivery, like you were talking that it was slurred.
It was slurred, and it was very highly, the pitch on the singer, whoever was doing that, was super high. I will say though, I could hear some vocal talent there though. Like while it wasn't clearly defined, I could still hear that, okay, this person has a voice, they can kind of sing. I just wish they'd have produced it better. The engineering side of that kind of fell apart. I think even the beat of itself, like you mentioned, 808s were really prominent, but like it didn't sound super sharp to me. I don't know if that was just my ear or how you felt about that, but it didn't sound as sharp as I think it could have.
Like the 808s in particular, or just the beat in general?
The beat in general. The 808s sounded okay, but the beat in general, just it didn't sound super clean.
Yeah.
So
that's true. Yeah, there was a lot of mid-range, I would say. Like mid-range kind of mud. It's just to be careful. I don't know if you're the producer of the lyricist here, Denim, but or the vocalist, I would say. But yeah, if you're mixing the beat together, just make sure that you look at each of the synths there, and then just see where their kind of prominent frequency range is, and make sure that the other synths don't have a lot of content there. So you can duck the frequencies of the other synths where they don't really have a lot of prominent voice to say. And if two synths kind of clash together, you might want to make a decision of keeping one and leaving one out, just for the sake of making things really pop out and make it really clear, like what Bo's trying to say. Like that's something that would bring this track to the next level.
See, that's why I love you, and I love listening to Josh as well.
Dude, Josh is crazy about it.
Y'all can take this one idea that I have and be like, here's what he means technically. Boom. I love that.
I try.
No, it's fantastic, bro. It's fantastic.
That's the thing. Like it's a game of just iteration. You just need to keep doing it. And like, if this is a finished release for you, Denim, like, don't sweat it. If you're already kind of done, just moving on, go to the next one. Just take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, if I was a producer on it, that's what I would try to look at. Overall, I think it's definitely like decently solid though. Like it's not too bad. But okay, let me go for the traffic lights here. So vibes, I think it's a green. Like I don't have anything weird or offsetting to me. I didn't like squint my eyes like what the fuck is going on. Like it was good to go,
What are you doing? What's that?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like hold up, I don't have
to yeah.
It's good to go. With content, I think it's probably a yellow for me, because I think if this was in the context of I'm a producer and I'm selling this beat to a rapper, I think you could take those vocals that you have, just make them kind of more wet, more spacey, maybe put some reverb on it, put it in the background along with the beat, because the beat kind of has that loungy feel, like I think like a hookah loungy feel, but the vocals sounded like really clean. So I would just, I don't think it really reconstitutes too much of a re-record where I would say it's red, but I would just like do things in the mix. So I would say yellow for both arrangement and production. So Bo, what do you think about the three?
Yeah, so for vibes, I'm definitely feeling the green on that, because it's that, like, if I'm kicking it somewhere and that comes on, I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's, if I was in a spot, like you said, a hookah lounge, or if I was smoking a black and mild, or things that have wacky tobacco in it, that's a good look. For content, I gotta go red on content, man. And the reason I go red on content is because I honestly don't know what it was about. So it's hard for me to go above that, not knowing what it was about. In production, I'm gonna go yellow, just because it was okay, but I think you mentioned some points of emphasis that can be improved, and it clearly, to both our ears, wasn't as sharp as it could have been production wise. So that's where I was at. Yeah,
I could feel that. If this was a track that this was the main vocalist, I would definitely agree with the red. Because it's like where is it at? Where's the presence? I don't hear it. It's not loud. But we got FF65 beats in the chat.
Oh, FF, my guy. What's up, FF? Yeah.
You said Brooklyn's in this bitch.
Brooklyn in the house.
So yeah, we got the overall track total. I think it's a develop, maybe between develop and redo. So orange, I would say.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you 100%. I think I don't think it's that far off of being good to go with a few tweaks though. So I would say that like, I think, if you're, like you said, if you're the vocalist on this track, and if you engineer this track yourself, I would probably stop doing that, because you're wasting some talent. Otherwise, you got to really go get on YouTube and get schooled up in how to engineer and how to mix professionally, because I think it sounded like from the beat and the vocal that this could actually be a really marketable song, but it has to sound good, and it just didn't sound good. So
Yep. So where you at? You thinking yellow as well?
Yeah, I'm definitely going yellow there. Well, I would go more solidly yellow, and actually on the lower end of green, in my opinion. You get the content right where we can hear you, and then you're close. I don't think it's that far off, honestly. So
true. All right, Denim Titan. That was prod by SKX. We appreciate you for submitting, bro. Or gal, whatever you are.
Yeah,
we'd love to hear more of your music. Thank you very much. So, Bo, we'll go ahead and go to the next one here. Wait, what? Nah, this is a troll, bro.
I saw that too. Ice JJ Fish, right? Yeah.
I'm not gonna review that, dude. No way.
I saw that too, and I was like,
we gotta get on a guy. We got a guy that reviews the stuff, but he didn't do our job.
I wasn't gonna say nothing though. I thought maybe like,
you were gonna make me do it too, bro.
No, because I thought listen, I thought that maybe you actually had somebody send it to you, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna stop people from trying to get their music off. Maybe Ice JJ Fish knows you, bro. I don't know. Well, look, man,
that would be crazy. Ice JJ's like fucking
Hey,
I mean, I don't know if he's popping now, but
listen,
yeah,
the world isn't that big, bro. So I don't know. Like
that's true.
And then look, I could have been like, "Hey, don't do that. That's IJJ Fish." You'd be like, "No, that's my man. What are you talking about?" But okay. Yeah. See, like
you're right. That's true. That's true. It is our stream, so we gotta do better. We'll go to the next one though. That's cool.
Nowhere.
Yeah, Nowhere Plus.
Bet.
I'm thinking. Okay. So this is by Castle Finn. So he's a regular of ours, and he actually got a purple a couple weeks back. So yeah, dude, he's one of our boys. He's a local artist out of here. So he says it's a work in progress. So we'll take it from that lens. We can kind of help give you some final stuff before you actually release it. I think it's done. I started this last 10 days ago, so it's a fresh one. Someone said I have a bit of a Bowie sound. Oh, I said that. So that may have influenced my production choices.
Oh, also, wait a minute. Go ahead. Was that guy that I heard a couple weeks ago that had the song was crazy and the homie Josh was like, nah, and I'm like, oh dog.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Okay.
There was some conflict in the chat too, bro. But I was like floating. I was floating.
That shit was cold. That shit was cold, man.
It was super cool. So he said also the recent Bezos space race inspired some social commentary mixed with some personal summer experiences. So enjoy. Dude, that'd be dope. I'm excited. I love about the space race and all that shit. Where can I send something to? FF, bro. Where you been, bro? I mean, look at the overlay. I think there's a URL, like tiny URL, FastTrack form, something like that. Rumors, if you could help him out, that'd be dope. And we got Castle Finn too in the chat. We're about to listen to your song, so pulled up at the right time.
Perfect time, man.
All right, so this is Nowhere. You ready, Bo?
Let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1. The stereo spacing on this is really cool.
Something's got a hold on me. I've been going nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Good hit.
I've been going nowhere. I've been going nowhere.
Layers on the vocals too. Super silky. That snare sounded super crunchy.
Yeah, I was about to say them drums are twice in the
city. Walking at night, strolling through these steaming alleys until the morning light. It's like a late ride down in a warm stream, floating out to the sea. Just watching all these people swimming, flowing out to the street. I've been going nowhere.
That chorus.
I've been going nowhere. I've been going nowhere. I've been going
nowhere. This shit is lovely right here.
Change it.
It's got that radio effect on it.
All alone up there, that poor rich man. No, he's never had enough. Woo. So he's going nowhere. We've been going nowhere.
the very splashy.
Oh, I have a comment on that.
I like that though. Yeah, that was fire. I was into that.
Way.
I've been going nowhere. I like that shit. I wish I could sing. That makes me want to sing. I like that shit.
You hit the notes. You hit the notes. Oh, we got the what's the chat going off on right now? Let's see. Oh, okay, they're just kicking it. But yeah, Castle Finn, Nowhere. That was a work in progress, dude. Let me know when that drops because that was fucking fire, man.
That reminded me of I'm far removed from college, but that reminded me of walking through the quad under the influence of something on a sunny day. You know what I mean? Like just like ooh, everything is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking that, but like nighttime as well.
Okay,
but definitely under the influence. I mean, like I'm looking at like the stars and stuff because like it gave me that whole spacey vibe, especially in the beginning, like the little atmosphere kind of little beeps and bloops that he was doing. Yeah. Super cool. That's our vibes. I mean, it's a green. Castle Finn knows how to bring it.
It's a bright green. They had a mood to it. Yeah.
If there's a purple on the vibes, I'd put it on purple too.
Yeah. That the vibes were righteous. I thought the content. Now I have to admit, on the content's perspective, I didn't necessarily catch all the lyrics. I don't know if you did. I was really digging in, trying to understand like what he was talking about. It kind of felt almost like a love song. I could be mistaken. I would love if Castle Finn could tell us like. Were the lyrics, it felt like it was directed toward kicking it with a chick, but I'm not 100% sure. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to catch lyrics on the first listen too, but that was one of the things I'm going to say in production. Because the very first thing that I've noticed is I need to turn up the volume on this because I couldn't hear the lyrics.
I turned mine all the way up. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if Castle Finn, if this is mastered all the way. But it might just be in terms of gain staging a little bit quiet compared to what we've listened to. I know that SoundCloud tends to boost things a little bit louder, so maybe it's just on our end that's different. But maybe you want to look into that. But even after I gain staged it, I think with the balance between the instrumental and the vocals, to be able to hear the story that you're telling around the first time, I'd like to hear the vocals more upfront and maybe a little louder in the mix.
Yo, is gain staging just technical for turning it up?
Basically, yeah. Gain. So it's like gain is like turn it up, like gain volume, and then is like everything's the same. Yeah, so everything is the same.
I'm just being funny.
You know. But he said it's very much an aloneness song. Castle Finn said in the chat.
What did he say?
He said it's very much a song about being alone.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I was completely wrong on that. And I guess that's part of the feedback is that like I need to hear that and understand it a little bit more because I agree. I had to turn all the way up, and then it felt like the instrumentation was drowning you out a lot. Like I love the splashiness of the cymbal in there. I really like that. And then the drum sounded really crispy. But yeah, your voice just didn't have the depth that I would need to get through those things. It was almost like if you're cutting through a big block of cheese. Like I can't get through the whole thing. You know what I mean? I want to be able to slice evenly, slice cleanly. I always got these food metaphors. But anyway, but that's what I thought about that.
What's that shirt say in the back?
Fat Boy Dreams, baby.
Fat Boy Dreams. You got merch?
I got the Fat Boy merch. If you need it, I'll let your boy.
You go.
But anyway,
no, I agree with the symbols, and we talked. We like mentioned it briefly when we were listening to it. Castle Finn, I think you have your choruses like come in big. Yeah. And it's something that's super hard to do, but you do it successfully time in and time out. They come in big. There's like a beautiful kind of stereo spacing with the guitars coming in on the left every now and again. And then the drums I thought sounded really, really solid. I would say for the splash cymbal or crash cymbal that Bo's mentioning as well, I think there is a little bit too much high frequency because some of them, not all of them, sounded a little bit grating to my ear. And they're also kind of sitting in that frequency range that where kind of enunciation of your vocals comes through. So when that chorus hits and is big and beautiful, the thing that's being like really crisp is not the vocals and the lyrics, it's that splash cymbal. And sometimes it's too much. So if you were able to get back into the studio and do like just back into the mix, maybe duck that cymbal on the high frequency just a little bit.
Real quick for folks, not me, of course, but others who may not know what you mean by stereo spacing. What do you mean by that?
Oh, stereo spacing. So that's just like if you took the track and then you were to plot like what's in the left ear, what's in the right ear, what's in the center. That's like what stereo spacing is. And like what I mean, he made it very full. So I heard like guitars like slightly to the left. Some of the splash cymbals were like on the edges of the stereo space, whereas the kick and the snare are like kind of direct in the middle. Same with the vocals are typically direct in the middle. And it just gives you a feel that like when you're listening to a song, it's almost like you're watching like a live band.
A live band, yeah.
Yeah, like the bass. I think the bass on this one was like a little bit to the left too. It's like it gives you that imagery when you close your eyes. It's like, oh, this is a band that I'm listening to right now.
I can easily see that. Yeah, big facts. Okay, cool. No, that's good to know. I mean, I didn't need to know, but for other people, you know.
No, that's a good prop question, bro. Thank you. We need clips like that and shit. Like that's perfect. But another thing, small thing on production, and I'm going so hard on this because Castle Finn, I think,
good.
Is super talented. It's super good. It has the vibes up there, and I think if the changes are made, I think this goes to a purple for me. But as it is right now, I don't think it would be there yet. Just because some things, like if I listen to a song and something is grating, like to my ear, where it kind of like hurts when I turn up the volume. There's that splash cymbal, but also just like a little bit. In terms of the bass range, I think the bass guitar could come out a little bit more. But other than that, like I was super impressed as usual. You have a knack for songwriting and arrangement. I think it's absolutely a joy to listen to.
Yeah. So
I'm
gonna be singing it. I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be singing that. I'm gonna be singing that the rest of the day, bro. Like
sure. He's got earworms.
Well, to me, like that is the crux of making good music. Is having somebody walk away with something where they're like repeating it. When you do that, you're well on your way to where you want to be.
Yeah, that's the X factor. I think that you have it. You have that artistic talent that a lot of people don't have, and so when it comes to like release tracks, it's just like getting all this nitty gritty stuff to make sure it's the perfect listen every time. And like if you're like as a live artist, Castle Finn, like you don't have to worry about this shit because when you go to live, I just know you're gonna kill it. But yeah. He says, nah, the vocal depth back a bit need to be brought up, but new to town and it's hot as hell. It is fucking hot out here. Great, helpful stuff. That's why we do this. Vocals coming up and forward. Thanks so much. Thank you, Castlefin. Really do appreciate you. And looks like the chat appreciated you too. So local crazy. Talent. Love to highlight it.
Shouts to Urbana Champagne. Is it Champagne or Urbana? I don't know. I ain't been down there in a while.
No, you exactly right.
I had it right. All right. That's what's up. I miss being there. I liked going down there. I used to go down there. So when I went to Illinois State, which is what 60 miles. Yeah. That's where I went. We would take trips, probably like I don't know, 3-4 times a year, just to go to the bars down there and party. And I always enjoyed myself very thoroughly.
From ISU.
Yeah,
that's true. We used to be. I don't know what we are in the rankings now, but we used to be the #1 party school in the state.
Yeah,
sorry, in the nation. Excuse me.
I'll never forget. I was at a bar out there. And like I haven't seen anything like this happen since, but like I don't know, she just took her top off and was just out there walking around chilling, and I was like, "Oh, it's that kind of party, huh? Okay." I was like, "All right, I like that." Anyway,
that's the thing, man. Like we just have cornfields and shit. Like we don't have much to do out here but drink. So
cornfields and grain alcohol, yeah, baby.
There you go, the ethanol, dog. But yeah, we'll go ahead and pull up the next one. We got Moonlight featuring Proficient Prophet. Oh, it's Rumors.
My boy. I got a track of Rumors. Did you hear that last week? It was on, I don't know if you were on the stream last week, the ESMR stream, but I got it. We put out a pretty good joint.
Wait, you guys did a collab?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. I thought you said that you didn't do new music in a while, but
no, I've been doing a lot of features. I got a ton of like I probably do like a feature every other week nowadays, but I just haven't put any of my own like full tracks out. So
and I think FF said, did you email us your song? I think that's what he said. I'll have to go ahead and check that. But do you have that pulled up?
Yeah, I'm ready. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure I'm ready. I said that. Like, let me double check.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so we got Moonlight featuring Proficient Prophet. It's by Rumors. It's a work in progress. Apparently, Bo, you've heard this, but yeah, let's get into it. You ready?
Let's go. Rumors. Yep, I'm set.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder, did you make this?
Shimmy yeah, move all night. Killers in sounds creeping through the moonlight. When it's my time, I won't put up a fight. Killers in sounds creeping through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Shimmy yeah, move all night. Rumors open up the trunk, pop, oh there it goes. Have faith I will not stop until it blows. My state of silence, robbed from past trauma. Dropped by my mama, loss is not common.
Whoa, what's going on with the beat?
12 and 8 years later, free still forced me to choke like it's Darth Vader. Won't even say hi to my neighbors. Lost in my favors, mad that I made them. Why do you think that I'm so fucking paranoid? Others might resort to drugs to fill this void, but I keep a 9 in my desk. A drop of my sweat, I'll pop till they dead. It ain't even in my DNA to be this way, but I feel this way of what my demons say, and I can feel the pain, it's in my veins. I let the heat spray without a name, so in Jesus' name I cry in vain. Yeah.
Shimmy, I'll move all night. Killers in sounds creeping through the moonlight. When it's my time, I won't put up a fight. Killers in sounds creeping through the moonlight.
Through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Shimmy yeah, move all night.
From battle rapping to acrobatics to show my passion. I'm back from trapping to cracking the eggs up in your basket. In fact, I'm grabbing attention from tension. I'm attracting when pendless rappers to factor my mastery to build traction. Return to madness, imagine my entire faction's ghost. We burn the matches, they always gassing the master goals. A couple fascists too fast to pack them like ratchets attachment. Ah, fuck it, just know that we coming for throats. They can say that I'm whack shit, no substance. It's all rubbish. 1.5 and go suck it. He's washed up before he even blew, changed up. Yeah, I did, can't stay the same for you. Gotta evolve, not that children are involved. That's parenthood, cause some of y'all don't know what that's called. That means I got the balls to be a father to my kid. And if that offends you, good, cause y'all are really mid. I'm a family man, on my dawn shit. Here soon there's gonna be some carnage. It's the rapture, the final chapter for you. Beginning of our story, but no need to continue.
Shimmy yeah, move all night. Killers in sounds creeping through the moonlight. When it's my time, I won't put up a fight. Killers in sounds creeping through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Through the moonlight. Shimmy yeah, move all night.
Rumors.
Woo! Moonlight featuring Proficient Prophet.
He's got one of the best tags. He'd be like, rumors. I love that shit.
Dude, wait, so he's producing it too?
I don't think he might have. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I don't remember. But I was gonna say I just like the way he says his name. Rumors.
Dude, yeah, so that was Moonlight featuring Proficient Prophet, Rumors. Thank you very much for the submission. FF, no, we unfortunately we don't know how to do that yet. So he's asking about skipping and super chats and stuff. Yeah, I was like, wait,
wrong place.
Yeah. It's definitely a good feature though. Yeah. So overall vibes, Bo, what do you think? I'll let you start with it.
So it was kind of nice to actually be able to listen to this from a perspective of having heard it before, because I caught things that I liked and things that I didn't like. So one of the things, I think I mentioned this too on the ESMR stream, I love the first way they did the hook. It was so the layering was perfect. The chorus effect, it felt so strong. And then in the second part of the song, he uses kind of like that what do you call it? The Mike Jones kind of sound where you like chop it up. I hated that because I thought the way he did it the first time was perfect. It was so party. It was so, and then when they did the chop version, I'm like, this kind of takes away from the energy of it. Outside of that, I also noticed that the first and second verses weren't really synced as far as how they were engineered. You know, because his verse sounded, Rumor's verse sounded empty. It sounded like, I don't know, it kind of sounded like. Rumors is the first verse, yes.
I agree. I agree with that.
So that sounded a little empty. And then when Christian Prophet came on, his had a lot more bass and probably a lot more highs as well. So it was much more like, it was a little bit more listenable, but it was almost a little overpowering. So that the balance wasn't there. So that's what I took just off listening to it again. What do you think?
No, I think that's exactly what I was thinking. With the hook and the first verse, I think that more high end of frequencies needed to be there to be one, just like add a clarity and a punchiness to the vocal that you kind of need in these, especially like as a melodic hip hop rapper. I think you want to have that breath, that breathy kind of sound highlighted. especially if you're singing a hook and stuff like that. And that's something I didn't hear. And actually, with the layering, I don't think I want to hear the layering on the hook. I think that you would sound much better, or maybe just like back off in the layering a little bit, because the layering you're doing a lot of harmonics, especially in the lower range, and like I'm saying, what I want to hear brought out more is that higher frequency space, just to give it a more crispy, kind of clean sound, and that's not what I'm hearing. So
I'm gonna disagree with you on that slightly. I love the layering, but I do think you're right. I think he could pull back on it a little bit. I would agree with that, but I think that's something I would keep because that to me made it. It had that body. You know what I mean? It had that like I'm here type of feel to it for me. So
yeah, and that second verse, I think, especially, it was a difference in engineering. Like, it just sounded much more punchy. And I would even say maybe his delivery, excuse me, sounded a little more confident as well. But he did have some rhythm issues. It seemed like at some verses.
in a couple places, I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that
but
too.
like, I mean, sometimes that's kind of like a new thing. I feel like rappers are getting a little more. They're playing around with the ends of lines and stuff, especially like Blueface and shit. Like
rapping on
Young
beat is
Thug
a thing
does
of the
it.
past, bro. Rapping on beat
Yeah.
is not. You don't have to do that anymore.
Sorry, I lost the connection a little bit. Hopefully that wasn't too
Hello?
bad. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can't. I can't hear you. I
Hold
can
on.
see you in the. Okay, all right.
Hello?
Okay, hello. I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Yeah, we got technical difficulties. Fucking this thing, dude. Fucking what's it like? Lightstream. Yeah, people don't use it. When this shit happens.
I mean, I can hear you and I can see you in one of the views I have. So we're okay. There you are. Boom. I see you.
There
Your
you
beautiful face. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, now I forgot what I was saying. What was it? Oh, the second one. Yeah, so we're talking about rapping on beat. Like I said, like I think that shit's fire when it's done right, and I don't know. Like here, I think it sounded pretty decent. I would say maybe like so when I listen to hip hop, I'm trying to listen for like bars to catch, and this song seemed like kind of like a club song where it's just like ripe for what's it called, like one liners and punchlines, and I didn't really catch much. And actually in the second verse, I felt like there was a little bit of rhyming just for the sake of rhyming, and yeah, I don't know, like I just couldn't really tell what the song was about after listening to it. You know.
I agree. The content on the second verse got scattered because at first it was kind of rapping hard, and then he mentioned about people not being fathers or something. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like why are we? This is a club song. I got girls dancing on me. You're talking about lack of parenting. I don't. This isn't the time for you know what I mean?
And that might be real shit, right? And like that's cool, and like you do you and stuff. But like in terms of like where I see this as a vibe kind of thing, like in the club and stuff, it's just it kind of puts you at a place where it's like, what do you say?
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, so let's see. If I were to go by the traffic lights here, I think I would go between yellow and green because of that disconnect. I think same thing with content. Production, let's see. There was some weird stuff happening with the beat as well. There was like some panning in the latter end that was going like left, right. It's kind of distracting. Maybe just like kind of tone that down a little bit. The beat drops, I think, are definitely in, and I think they are pretty dope to hear. So I would keep doing stuff like that. In the beginning, there was almost like a halftime breakdown that I thought came in way too early. I think you heard me saying like, "Whoa, what's happening?" Like,
yeah.
Like that shit would be cool to build up into. But like when I'm trying to get into the groove of a beat, like I'm like, oh, okay, I'm figuring out what the chorus is all about, and then right after the chorus, it hit me with this change up. I was like, what is happening? So, I mean, it's cool. I think I can tell that you guys have like a lot of creative ideas and are really artistically talented. But like, you know, don't do too much. The best
Where do you
thing is
end up
just
on the total?
Oh, sorry. Total, I think it's a yellow. I would develop it.
Gotcha.
What do you think?
I would think I would actually go yellow across the board. Vibes, because I felt like with that shimmy, like that was cold. That was some shit I wish I thought of. Like just that felt like some old dirty bastard shimmy. Like I love that. The content, I'm almost at more of an oranges there. I'm almost leaning a little bit into the red just because like we couldn't decide on what we wanted to be in that joint. And then the production, I'm definitely at a yellow. So I think I'm at a yellow pretty much all across the board.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is a work in progress. So rumors, like, thank you for submitting and let us know the next version of it. I mean, I think definitely you got one. You could really sing really well, and your rapping is really solid, and the guy on the latter half too. Like the flow is really solid, and I think he brings an energy that's dope. So I think you guys got it. It's just another iteration. I think
it's fine. It comes down to fine tuning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Rumors is dope. Rumors works hard as hell. That dude makes a lot of music, so I got a lot of respect for what he does.
Fuck yeah, Rumors. Thank you very much for submitting, and we're looking forward to the next one. FF, I'm gonna try to get to your shit right now.
Man, FF.
Yeah, like future stuff. Maybe if you could use the submission form, it's just like a lot easier for us to do. But I'll check the email, see if I can get to.
Can I keep it a buck with you, man? Can I keep it a buck with you?
Was that me or FF?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't know about that form, dog.
What's up?
I don't know about that form because I looked at it and I was like,
it's long as shit, isn't it?
I just think that, and this is literally my only criticism of your whole platform, because this platform is dope and you guys are amazing for people that like are really trying to step it up from a technical level. You guys can give things I can't, so I love being a part of it. I just think that like people aren't going to go through that process. I can barely get people to email me links to stuff, so I just don't know that like people are always going to do that. But that's
No, that's true. I think that's very valid. I think also personally, it started off as a form that was really short, but now it's super long. And so I think the end game, because like what we're trying to do with FastTrack, it's going to be a web platform. I think the end game is to definitely try to just get a really easy to submit form on the website rather than using Google and stuff. FF, I don't know what you emailed it to. Did you email it to Bo?
I can look. Let me see.
I mean, yeah, but we could always like FF. You're up next because like you're our last submission, and we'll go to the Reddit ones maybe in the meantime. But yeah, Bo, let me know. FF, if you could like just submit on the form, that would be the easiest thing for sure. And thank you, Bo, for the feedback.
Yeah, I hope I definitely don't want to be offensive because I love what y'all are doing. I want to be honest because
I mean, we want more submissions, so it's perfect. And FF, I think FF agrees with you, which is probably why he tried to email.
He did send it to me. That's so funny. You want me to put it through the? You want me to put it through the? I'll do that right now. Okay.
The chat, or
I can put it through the chat, or I can do it through the. I can do it through the
one
submission
of the
form. Yeah, I'll do it through one of the. I'll do it through the form.
Okay.
Let's just go on to the next one, and I'll do that while we keep moving.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so we'll go. I'll pull up the first Reddit post that we have here. These are all from Making Hip Hop. Let me see. Put that in.
Oh, is that my guy Gary? Are we doing that one?
Yeah. Do you know him?
I rocks with dude heavy. I like
really?
Dude. Yeah, dude can spit. I like him a lot. Now it's gonna be good for this one too because he always has some mixing issues that I can't always articulate like I know you'll be able to. So this is actually gonna be fantastic.
That's dope. I'm definitely pumped. So like each one of these, I kind of just previewed like maybe like 10 seconds. And I think this one was like it sounded like really, really solid. So I'm pretty excited. But
yeah, homie's dope.
Are you ready to play it?
Let me see here. Let me get it. Yeah, I am.
All right, so we got Gary with 2 R's. We got Run It Up. I'm just going to read what he posted in that thing real quick. He said, "It's your dude, double R again, folks. This is my latest release. Everything done by me." Okay, so that's good. We can comment on kind of everything. Check me out on Twitch around 12 a.m. Looks like he live streams his process too.
Yeah,
he goes
dope.
for 100 songs recorded this year, and I'm already at 80. God damn, that output's crazy. Find me under the same name, Gary with 2 R's. All right, cool. You ready to run it up?
Count it down, brother.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm a dog and I can't wipe the mud off. My bitch a hoe when she came here to smut off. If I don't menage, then at least a nigga one off. As long as I'm the plug, then the pussy never run off. I'm drunk now, but I'm trying to get high around it. I told you I'm a dog, so why would you cry about it? I met you on the pole, but if you wanna act shy about it, we can tell them we met at a Whole Foods and lie about it. That ain't got shit to do with my drip. And if you a snack, bitch, get chips. And when you get chips, they all better be black. Only hundreds in my stack, big tits, I want racks. If we building, it's the only way I keep you out. And if I choke you, then it's only off the reefer out. Plus these shroomies homies got me coming to conclusions. I see it in my mind, now no optical illusions. I'm run that shit up, run that shit up. If you got it, then go ahead and run that shit up. Run that shit up, run that shit up. If I got it, then guess what? I run that shit up. Run that shit up, run that shit up.
That kind of goes fine.
Then go ahead and run that shit up. Run that shit up, run that shit up. If I got it, then guess what? I run that shit up. My whole attitude like fuck you, bitch. My own mama know I ain't got
That's
time
fire.
for this shit. I don't bother with drama. Line my pockets with commas. I done been off in that water. It's a lot of piranhas. Hard to be a fly nigga around a lot of iguanas. Guess it's on me to stop them. Gotta chop them and walk them. I'm a season to eat them. Like this beat 'em, I'ma beat 'em. Fuck these sideshow hoes. I need these men even. I don't work shit out. I don't make shit even. Like niggas who say they ball, but they bad on defense. Like Kawhi in the bubble, man. It ain't your season. So what that make me then? Brian and AD, bitch. If we ain't building, then it ain't no way I keep you, hoe. And you gon' choke if you gon' talk up on my reefer, hoe. You want some shit, we trying to come to some conclusions. You see it in your mind, it ain't no optical illusion. We gon' run that shit up, run that shit up. If you got it, then go ahead and run that shit up. Run that shit up, run that shit up. If I got it, then guess what? I run that shit up. Run that shit up, run that shit up. If you got it, then go ahead and run that shit up. Run that shit up, run that shit up. If I got it, then guess what? I run that shit up.
That was super dope, dude. That was super solid.
He had some bars there too.
For sure. He brought the fucking energy, and that's like my favorite fucking thing about.
Run that shit up.
Yeah. It sounds like I want to fucking rob a bank or something, dude. Like that's the vibes I get. Like fucking that, or like a workout song.
Yeah,
super energetic. I do have some things on production, like especially with like the mixing of the vocals, but it's really solid. Like I was kind of entertained the whole way through. I didn't hear anything weird or clashing like I've heard in other songs. The energy was there. I think it's super solid. I think vibes is a green from me. Bo, what do you think? Like first impressions and stuff?
Yeah, vibes is certainly a green. The energy that he comes with, in the bars and the funniness. One thing for me that I've really come to understand about myself over the years is that like I really appreciate cleverness in hip hop. Like if you say something and I go, oh shit, that's funny, I'm gonna like your music. And he does a lot of that stuff. I think that I heard some definite clashing on the production. I've heard that a few times in his music. So I'm really thankful that, you have your ear here to kind of lend more detail to it. But for me, in the background, it almost sounds like being at like a park where people are yelling a little bit, where you get a lot of conflicting sounds and you're trying to make out what's going on a little bit. Maybe you can add some detail to that. That's how I see it,
Yeah, in terms of like the whole sonic space with the beat and the vocals. The biggest thing to me that was kind of distracting, it sounded like the vocals were mixed in a really weird way. It might be intentional. He might be doing it as like an artist, but like this is what I heard. So I heard like from the right side, I heard all the high frequencies were there, and I also heard like the ad libs where he's like like he's always doing that. It's always in the right ear. And then like everything else on the low end is in the left ear. It's like a really weird, distracting kind of
it clashes.
Frequency space.
It's just doing this.
Yeah. And it's just weird because typically what you do with a vocal, like mainstream hip hop, what you do is you put it all in the middle, like the main vocal in the middle. You put ad libs kind of like in the stereo space on the sides, because that's what you want to pay attention to.
Right.
And it could detract from the message that you're trying to give, and some of the bars. Like I was just trying to figure out for the longest time, like what the heck is going on with this vocal? Why does it sound weird? Like the flow is there, the delivery is there. It's hard, but it just sounds weird to me. And why is that?
It almost felt like he's going for the DMX type of deep, like, but I almost feel like he shouldn't. I don't feel like that's really going to separate him. I think his cleverness, his delivery, his humor, and his energy are really what's going to. But like DMX has a distinct, deep, gravelly type sound that I don't think he needs, and I think he's kind of going for it. But
you thought maybe it was like a little extra. I thought it worked really well. It's just the way that it was mixed is like that's where I was most distracted. Like I couldn't really pay attention to much of the wordplay, which I like in rap as well. I'm definitely more kind of like a beats and vibe guy first. But
you're
like
a melody guy.
For sure.
Yeah.
But like I do appreciate bars every there now and again. But yeah, like the first thing that was just super distracting was the way it was mixed. But yeah, the way I'd fix it is just try to put everything back in the center a little bit. Like when the Run That Shit Back came up, that's how I thought it should be mixed the whole time.
Yeah,
it sounded really solid there.
Yes,
so.
And it was a clear differentiation from the rapping to that point. Like it almost jumped up a little bit. You're like, why? You know what I mean?
And went hard, and I was like, this is dope. Like I'm feeling I can actually like get with it. But when it comes to the verses, it's like, this might be solid and stuff. It's just the way that it's mixed, and that's like the worst thing you want as a talented rapper, because like, what you need to get down like solid is the production. Like you want to showcase your talent, not make it distracting. So I think for me it's vibes, content. I think it's green. Also, if you made the beat, like that was pretty decent. Like I wouldn't say it was like super special, but everything sounded decent to me, decently balanced. It's just the mix with the vocals, and I would give it a yellow on production for that, because I thought delivery was hard and everything. I wouldn't re-record it. I would just redo the way it's mixed. That's all.
So you had like a yellow green for the total there, like you in the mix in the middle there, or where you at with that?
I think I'd say leaning more towards green, but I'm definitely in between, because if I was an engineer, I'd work on it. But yeah, I think it's pretty decent. It's pretty good to go. Yeah. What do you think?
I'm gonna co-sign you. I'm gonna jump on your back with this. The vibes definitely green. The content was green. I heard a couple things in there, like he mentioned the girl choking on his smoke or whatever. I thought that was funny. And then, but yeah, you're right. The production, it definitely had some. It just wasn't where it needs to be, and I think that you mentioned some great points that he can improve upon. So I'm in the same space. I mean, I would probably lean, like you said, more toward the green, but it definitely on the production. I would say the production's in a yellow. Yeah. But the content and the vibes are in a green. So
yeah, and I would say, like, from the beat perspective, like I think it's solid, but for me it's the vocals. Like that's like vocal production, I think, is yellow for sure. And looks like, thank you FF for putting your feedback in the chat. I think he said he looks like he's agreeing with us as well. Blight Boy says catchy.
Oh, okay, Suave, my boy.
Oh,
the fam is showing up,
familiar.
baby.
Yeah, he sounds familiar.
You know K Suave. You hear his music, you know K Suave. K Suave is he's one of the good ones. Man's talented.
True. Dude, I hope that he submitted. But K Suave, he did submit. God damn. And then you
and I sent the FF one, yeah.
I'm looking through the sheet right now. The link to your track says Dropbox.
I did that because I was trying to do it quick. So I was, but I actually emailed it to the Stream.io or the fast, whatever the email was. I sent it there.
Okay.
Stream at FastTrack. Yeah.
All right. Let me navigate there real quick.
In the meantime, while you do that, like, I'm really excited. I'm going to talk about this a lot on the show too. And then I do want to have you on as a guest. We're going to have to work through that in the next couple of weeks to figure out the technology piece of it. But this is just such a great, you guys' knowledge, you and Josh, with just the depth of shit you guys can give for feedback. I'm learning as I sit here, dude. So it's really cool because I can explain how it sounds to me, but I can't necessarily jump in the weeds. You know what I mean? I'm like, when you mow the lawn, I'm gonna go one time. Y'all are going with the fine blades and like getting all, you know what I mean? All the shit up. So
I mean, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, and actually, I was talking to a guy, who works at Lyrical Lemonade, and like they're like big in hip hop curation, and they make like a lot of music videos and stuff.
Cole Bennett.
Yeah, Cole Bennett and all those guys, and like the thing about them is they have the ear to like really know what makes a song special. And like, even though you can't jump in the weeds, because like Josh, for example, he's like a music technology, like he went to college for that shit. So like he really crystallizes it, and I learned a lot from him too. Like
soaking up game, baby.
Yeah. But so like you, I would say, definitely have an ear for what makes things good and like what you like about songs, and you bring like a unfettered honesty that people really like and people come back to. So I think that's really cool.
You know, it's
really valuable.
It was funny too. How you doing? I'm pulling stuff up. I'm buying you a little time here.
Yeah. So thank you. I just got FF stuff up. So if you have it up, I'm ready to play it.
Okay. Let me see. Now I'm slacking.
Yeah. I put the link in the chat box that we have, but
I just downloaded. I got it. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. So I think it's called John Wick. This is FF from 6'5". Thank you so much for waiting, bro. We appreciate you. Sorry it took so long. And yeah, we'll get our submission form kind of figured out. But you ready to play?
Let's go.
All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Felix from 6'5".
Shoot like I'm John Wick. Meet me with the shit. I'm serving my script. With the thunder. Shoot like I'm John Wick. Meet me with the shit. I'm serving my script. With the thunder. Shoot like I'm John Wick. Meet me with the shit. I'm serving my script.
I ain't waiting on a nigga here to give me mine. Take shit, game 6 with the rock and I'm patient. We just came to slay shit. Cool as Neo in the Matrix. I just want haters to hate this. I'm in an all-black suit, the Cooper in the
Dude, the
booth.
bass sounds
I'm
great.
the truth, like Paul Pierce and his juice get buckets. I don't never get credit. You want beef, we dead it. I'm Blade, don't need a medic. Watch me slide in the venue. I'm Goku, you the Ginyu. You on the menu. Fried chicken sandwich with the pickles. Draw a weapon like a stencil. We won't miss you. You gon' hang from the rafters. Bang, bang, that's disaster. Give a shout to the pastor. Apologize to the family. All these motherfuckers can't stand me.
With the thunder. Shoot like I'm John Wick.
Yo, yo,
Meet me with the
these
shit.
are the days.
I'm serving
That first verse is hard.
Yo, Bo, what up? Let's do this, man.
Like I'm John Wick.
Yo.
Meet me with the shit. I'm
Galaxy
serving my
hopping,
script.
Henny sipping with a beautiful Moroccan. Steady dropping, you want me to stop, but I ain't stopping. I'ma keep at it even harder, cause I got her, I'm an artist and I'm honest, and I'm a killer with the rhyme every time I promise. To never let up, listen and just shut up. If I get knocked down, I know I gotta get up. If you get a funny feeling, yeah, it's probably a setup. So walk away, let it play for another day. I'm John Wick in a suit and my shoes are suede. This bullet got your name more than press play, cause I'm doing what I can as a man in this poisonous land. Evades is the brand, hit me on the gram. Give me that cash on the hand to hand. Write your own story, just stick to the plan.
I'm serving my script. With the thunder. Shoot like I'm John Wick. Meet me with the shit. I'm serving my script. With the thunder. Shoot like I'm John Wick. Meet me with the shit. I'm serving my script. With the thunder. Shoot like I'm John Wick. Meet me with the shit. I'm serving my script. With the thunder. Shoot like I'm John Wick. Meet me with the shit. I'm serving my script.
There you go. That was John Wick by FF and crew. There's a couple people on this.
Felix
Oh,
from
shit.
6'5".
Fuck, hold on. My bad. I was playing it again.
Sounds good. Go
Yeah.
ahead, kick it
Oh,
off,
what do you
bro. No, you going first this time.
I have a lot of comments to say. Let me see if I can go by vibes. First of all, this gave me a vibe. I forgot what the fucking song's called, but
John Wick.
especially not this song, but like a different
okay.
song.
Oh, okay.
There's like who is it? It's with Denzel Curry, Zilla Kami, and JPEG Mafia. And like the music video is like this neon kind of New Tokyo type vibe, but they're like on a revenge kind of murder spree. And like especially with the first fucking dude, he brought the energy. That's like the kind of vibe I get. And FF kind of filled it out with the police sirens and stuff. And it's like, oh, I wonder if that's like an actual sample. Like, how did he get that? Did he record out his window? Like, what happened? But that was pretty cool. In terms of vibes, I think there's some issues I would definitely rework though. And it's kind of like too overwhelming to not comment first. It's like the biggest thing I would say beat wise. I think the hook was my least favorite part of the song. I thought the verse rapper was my favorite part. I think he was just on another level. Like he fucking delivered it in terms of energy, in terms of just flow and all that shit. But in terms of the beat, I think the bass sounded really, really, really good. There's a snare sound, this snare sample that has it kind of like has like a jingly key kind of aftertone to it that I think is really, really dope. But in terms of the synths, there's a couple synths specifically like the dun, 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 dun. That synth. I think it sounds way too dry. I think it needs to have some more wetness to it, whether it's delays, stereo delays to give it more space, or whether it's some reverb that could really hit with that with the drums. I think the drums were pretty spot on. But yeah, in terms of the synth, I think that's what I would change. Those are like the glaring things. Also, the second rapper, I think he was just like trying to rap as fast as he could, and it didn't really sound on beat or very good. And so no matter what he was saying, like I just couldn't really get with it. So yeah, I have a lot to say, but yeah.
No, that's fantastic. All of that was fantastic. Well, I was the first rapper on that joint. You realize that, right?
You were the first rapper. Are you?
I was waiting to see how. I was waiting to see if you were gonna notice.
That was you. What that was me. Bro, I did not know you could go like that.
I can spit, bro. I can spit. That's why I was
fire. You and FF need to do a fucking just an EP.
It was really fun. That's like the first time I've ever had somebody not know that I was on a song and watch them react. That was really fun for me. I really appreciated that. Yeah. I love the feedback you gave about the synth, because that's an area I probably wouldn't be able to touch and he actually got the police sirens like you guessed from outside of his window, like outside his he actually did that the way you called it. So that's crazy.
That's so dope.
Yeah, I love the energy. I'm gonna be honest, and I like Yves. Yves is the guy who comes through the stream. He's super supportive. I actually like the majority of his music, but I hated his verse on this one. I hated it. I was just like, it's just too much. It was just too fast. It was off beat, and it didn't really have any kind of connectivity or continuity to it.
No, it didn't. It didn't match your energy at all.
I mean, the one thing that you touched on, I actually loved the whole John Wick portion. He did that with his voice.
Who? So, FF?
Yeah, it was actually him saying that, but he pitched it up and did some things to it to make it sound like that. That when he sent that to me, it blew me away. I was like, holy shit. So, I don't want to go too in depth on my own track, bro, but you know, I'm impartial, so I got to kind of like leave it to you a little bit. But
yeah, I got to go back to the first comment then about the first rapper being. I thought he was ass. I thought he was fucking trash, dude. Never mind, dude. That second rapper fucking raps circles around this guy.
Oh, that's awesome! Thank you for that.
That was really impressive. That was really impressive.
That's what's up. That made my day to see you react like that, because I was wondering what you were gonna say. I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna. Because when you didn't know it was me, I'm like, oh, good, he's gonna be honest. So I'm like, perfect, awesome.
That was really impressive, dude.
That's what's up. Thanks, man. Appreciate
Let's see if I can hit anything else based off what you said. No, I mean, and like the chorus that I was saying, like it was my least favorite part of the song. I think also an issue with it was a lack of de-essing. So every time there was like a S kind of sound, it was just really sharp. And like the things that I don't like the most, like Bo said he liked it, and like that's a selective kind of thing. But I think the biggest reason why I didn't like it is because it hurt my ear. Like when that happens in a song, I think that's like a big thing that needs to be fixed.
Well, and I will say, I will kind of agree with you on that. The overall aesthetic of that song, when you put the headphones on and you listen to it, it does kind of hit
phenomenal.
It hits you a little bit. It hits you a little bit, and then it does kind of get a little scratchy. I don't know if I don't know the technical term to describe that, but it does get a little. You mentioned the word grating earlier. That song definitely has pieces of that for sure. I felt that in a couple spots myself, particularly with the hook. I can see how you would say that it does have that essence to it. So I see that.
Yeah, and it's like there's a lot of stuff I liked about the hook. Like I said, the bass is really full. FF, I think you did a really good job with that. As a producer, that's like something I try to strive for. I think you really hit the nail on the head. And the choice of sound with the snare was really cool. And the fact that you sampled sirens was like ridiculous. But yeah, like I said about the synths earlier, just to give it a little more space. And especially just if it's a repeating hook, it's dangerous to have a grating sound like that to be kind of the most heard part of the song. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Let's see. I think of vibes, I went green. Content, I would say red for the second verse, but Bo, I think it was really good. I thought it was green. FF, I would say yellow. I have to like split it up in like 3 different scores here, but and then production, I think it's yellow to orange. I think it's definitely some stuff I would rework, especially with the synths. I would take a long time trying to just give it more space, because you have this cool ambiance, like you really fill it out with the bass, and you give it this like energy with Bo, the first rapper, and then the police sirens, and like it's just the synth sounded really dry, and that's like one of the first things that I noticed. So yeah, I think overall I would definitely develop this. I don't know if you said it was a work in progress. I mean, Bo, is this a work in progress? It's not released, is it?
No, I can't remember. I don't think he put it out anywhere. And I think, honestly, what we were gonna do is we were gonna put somebody else on the third verse, just because I think it's a really great song. I think you touched on a bunch of areas to tighten it up. But I think that if and then, like I said, no disrespect to my guy Yves, that just verse just wasn't it. And I think if we had another verse to round it out that maybe had a kind of contrasting style from mine, but a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more energetic, I think it'd be great. So I don't think he put it out though. I'm not 100% sure.
FF says in the chat, what do you say? Lol, we got a red circle. Sorry, Bo, my synths suck. Your synths didn't suck. It's just they sounded dry. Like I think the sound choice, they fit really well. It's just it sounds dry. Like I would like to just give it some more space. So if I were you, I'd just, like I said, play with the delay, play with the reverb, see if you can just give it that ambient kind of feeling that, like the bass, what it does, it fills out the whole track. But the synth, I could literally hear it in one ear, and it's very dry. Like that's what I would change. Sirens for genius. Yeah, Blight Boys knows what's up. Can I jump on a call, bro? I would love to, but it would be such a technical difficulty. So I mean, we could talk like anytime after.
I would say he might be talking like just you and him 1-on-1, not like right now.
That would be fire. Like I'd love to talk to him too. So super supportive, and I look a lot of your beats, FF. So
FF is dope. FF is one of them dudes. Like I love when people give me feedback, but I'm a Gemini. And so every now and then I'll be like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." You know what I mean? And so
that's the thing, yeah.
And so he gave me feedback one day, and I was like, "Yeah, bro, I don't want to hear that shit." But the cool thing about him is he has the heart to do it. Like he's not afraid to be like, "Yo, this is what it is." I appreciate that shit. So
that's the thing, yeah. When I hear something like that, like if it feels like I'm getting punched in the face.
Yeah, it can be tough. It can be tough.
But it's like you're training, right? It's like if you get punched in the face, you just got to learn how to fucking take it and then punch back better, you know,
and use it, right? So yeah.
That's how it is. But we got another submission actually from Blight Boys, and I'll go ahead and just send it to you, Bo, in the chat. Let me see. On the light stream.
Yeah.
See. You said it's K Suave, right?
K Suave.
All right, let me see. Let me see if he had a description. He says, "Whatever love man's, it's a work in progress." I don't think he says any sort of description on it. If you want to describe it in the chat, we'd love to hear it, K Suave. But I'll go ahead and pull it up real quick. Bo, do you have it?
I do.
All right. Without further ado, this is K Suave. This is Whatever Love Man's. It's a work in progress. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Kevo.
Chipmunk is everywhere.
Yeah, right.
A late night sitting in my room, a late night thinking about you, and I try to do whatever you want to do. Give me the keys to your heart and maybe I'll push through. This time I'll find whatever love really means. And I've cried about 1,000,000 times that I'm losing track of everything. Oh,
wow.
Telephone, I want you pull up to the spotlight right now. Baby, do you wanna do a couple I'm gonna pop another perk, I swear to God, la mama feeling me right now. Baby, do you wanna really take it? I'm gonna speed it up, moving too fast. Swear to God, this the last time I mention my past. Yeah, I just bought la mama purple Birkin bag, but I'm stuck here all alone and I'm supposed to pray. How the hell? You said you need me, but you coping by yourself, baby, and I can't even find my life.
Dude, what are these layers? It's so silky.
Been trying to get to you.
Dude, it's money, man.
For this time I'll find whatever love really means. And I've cried about 1,000,000 times that I'm losing track of everything. Oh,
I'm too hot to bay your body like wasabi. When I touch it, make it holler. Got you screaming, got you crying. Just a dying. Every time that you lie, I cannot get over the feeling that you might just be spying on. And babe, you always implying that I'm trying to get away. And when I'm stuck in your love, me and drugs to the side. Sick and tired of these. A late night sitting in my room. A late night thinking about you. And I try to do whatever you want to do. Give me the keys to your heart and baby I'll push through. This time I'll find whatever love really means. And I've cried about a million times that I'm losing track of everything. Oh girl.
I like that chipmunk shit, dude.
Suave.
Woo, that was silky smooth, dude.
Yeah.
Silky,
Homie is nice, man. Homie is nice.
He said this is a work in progress, bro. What are you trying to work on it? It's pretty much done, I would say.
What you fixing, bro? What you fixing?
Yeah, goddamn.
Yeah, that's
super silky.
The thing about him that's crazy to me is his vocal manipulation. Like,
yeah,
the different things he can do all in one small space from bar to bar. He has these different sounds, and a lot of it, from what I can tell, is Young Thug influence, right? It feels very Young Thug, very Roddy Ricchish, but he has his own lane within it, and that's what always impresses me. I'm like, it sounds like them dudes, but I clearly know it's not them dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just super impressive to me.
I agree with so actually the vibes, what I was thinking, it's like a cross between Young Thug for sure, and I thought XXX Tentacion a little bit.
I can see that. I can see that.
He has that kind of auto crooning, like I fucking love that emo shit, like fucking in like Blink-182.
Sad boy ass.
Yeah, that whole pop punk. And Young Thug, you saw it yesterday on his tiny desk, but like he has like that
was
sound
fire, by the way,
which is crazy.
Yeah, that was. I like that a lot.
I feel like this generation of hip hop is definitely influenced by those guys, and I can hear it in K Suave, and I think he does it really, really well.
Have you heard of a guy named Jaden? He's this white dude. He's kind of like the Blink-182 vibe, but it's kind of punk rockish mixed with rap. He's really dope too. I'll send it to you afterwards.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But yeah, man. So we want to start the scoring, or what do you want to do? Where do you want to start?
Yeah. I think Vibes is a green for sure. Like I feel like it's pretty much done.
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. Production. I think the vocals sounded pretty much done. I think it's at the point where, yeah. I mean, I can't really comment on it. So this is what I do, right? I always like just buy type beats, or I collab with producers, and I'm typically the one that does vocal processing on this. And would I change anything on this? Nah, I don't think so. I think it sounds decent, release ready. I think it sounds pretty solid. Yeah. What do you think, Bo?
I'm right there with you. I mean, I can't honestly think of anything I would change either from a production or from a vocal standpoint. It sounded, you could sell that tomorrow with no problem. So I don't, and I think for me, I'm gonna just skip ahead to the track total, because I think I'm right outside of that purple. If not, I'm messing around with it. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're quite in there. You know, it's kind of like when you might be getting the draws, you're getting close, you're thinking about trying to pull them down, but I think we're right there. You know what I'm saying? We're right there. So
I think so too, and there is one thing, and there's a reason why. If you notice, I skipped content. There's one thing that I would change, and what happened was I think I even looked up, because like most of the time when I listen to music, I'm like bobbing my head and my eyes are closed, and then there's one thing that happened. I think it was timestamped around 1:45. But there's like a part where you change it up in the verse, and it's just so rhythmically different from everything that you're doing. Like, props to you to try it. I think you do a lot of stuff here where it's experimental and like you're trying to push the boundaries. Like in the chorus, you have a auto tune kind of. It's heavily auto tuned. The retune speed is high, but you like do this vibrato where you change pitches rapidly, and it sounds super fucking good. So that's experimental good. But experimental bad happened, I think, at around 1:45, where it caused me to lose the rhythm of the song. And like, so you don't want me as a listener, like, to me, this is like a club kind of song. Like if I'm trying to dance, but then out of nowhere, like I lose the groove, that's like a no-go.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Yeah, like, oh, what's happening? Like sometimes it's like a brief pause, like, oh shit, that's kind of fire. I could get into that. But this one, I thought it was just a little bit too weird. And I tried to timestamp it as best as I could. K Suave, it's around like 1:45, I think. But yeah, that's like the one thing. And so fucking content to me, it's like in between green and yellow, because I would develop that part. I would probably re-record it. So if I were to stay true, it might be red, but really like everything else is super solid. So I'm thinking it's like green to yellow. And my overall total, I think it's that might be a subjective point. Everything else sounds release ready, but it doesn't push the envelope to purple, so I say it's green.
Now, and I'll be honest, I didn't hear it, but if I went back, and with the timestamp, I'd probably notice it. I think he also engineers all his own stuff, if I remember correctly. K Suave, let us know in the chat. I'm 95% sure one night he was like, "Nah, I do all of this," and I was like, "Get out of here!" I told him to leave. I was mad. I was like, "No, you don't. Get the hell out of here. Leave." Like, so yeah, it's fantastic, man. It's good stuff.
That's fucking crazy, dude. I definitely want to hear more of your shit. He said, "Whatever love means." Oh, my bad. I said it wrong. FF says, "Hopping off, fellas. Dinner time. Appreciate you, dog, as usual."
Appreciate you, my G.
Fire stuff. Thank you for being a good sport. And he said, Blight Boy says, "I just want a video. Facts. I ain't even realize it's great feedback. Thanks, bro. We try." I mean, I'm a big fan of your shit, man. That was right up my alley. It was super smooth. The layers were crazy. So
yeah, he does that shit better than most people I know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that especially like that fucking like there's a way to manipulate your voice with autotune. Like people think that you could just throw autotune on any trash person, but you do these like you have to do these really special kind of tweaks with your voice, and you fucking nailed it. That was awesome.
Big facts.
$30 mic. Hold the fucking phone, bro. You need to invest in yourself.
That's what I told them. That's exactly what I said. I swear to God, I said the same thing. I was like, bro, if you don't start spending money, I'm like, I almost went as far as to say I might have to send you a check because, like, bro,
like, get some royalties.
Right? Yeah. There we go.
No, but so yeah, I'm gonna go back to this because when I was talking about production, I said as a vocalist I wouldn't change this, blah blah blah. And really, what I was saying was there's something like it sounds good. I don't know what else I would do to change it. But it doesn't like if you were to listen to a Drake song versus this song, there's like a difference in kind of quality. And I think you're at the level where all you need to do is to just buy a better mic, like a better input. And I think it could sound, that next level. That's really interesting that you put that in the chat. Thank you for putting that detail because I was going to say like, oh, it doesn't sound like a mainstream artist would. And the difference there, like you have the skill in terms of making it sound good with what you have, but dog, you've maxed out your $30 mic. It's time to improve. It's time to like buy something else. Like
yeah.
A lot of people jump the gun and get a fucking $1,000 mic when they don't know how to fucking mix. You're the opposite. You like topped out. Like it's time. It's time.
He's one of the people, like, I've always kind of had people in the back of my head. If I ever had the cash to get a record label going, he's one of the people that would be a signee, no doubt. Like
for sure. Yeah. That'd be perfect to get you that next level equipment.
I know, get the mic you need.
But in terms of like, so SoundCloud rap is still huge and everything. In terms of you releasing this, you could still get a really huge following and fan base and stuff. But yeah, in terms of like a next level, I think you should definitely look into investing in yourself, man. There's some really decent mics out there that are around like the $200 range. So look into it. But yeah, Bo, I think that might be the last song. Like we usually try to schedule it to end around like 7 our time, like an hour and a half. And so I don't want to keep you too long, but I want to thank everybody for submitting and everybody to comment in the chat, like give us what you think and kind of the next level stories and details that we can kind of really get into and chop it up. It was really, really dope. And Bo, that fucking song, dude, what the fuck? I didn't know you could do shit like that. That was crazy.
Oh, you see, I guess you haven't heard a lot of my music. Yeah, I'm a good rapper, bro. Like,
I heard something with like you don't first of all, you don't fucking release a lot, and
no, that's 100% true. Yeah.
Like, what do I look up on Spotify, for example? Like, I swear I tried to look up Bo, but how am I gonna find like?
I like how you're low key irritated right now. I will when we get offline, I'm gonna send you a bunch of shit, man. I'll send you a bunch of stuff I got out there, and we were talking earlier before the stream. Like my next thing is to jump back in the music full force and start putting stuff out because I got bars. I can rap. I just don't do it enough. So
yeah. I see. Bet I'm a dude. Blight Boy K Suave says, bet I'm gonna go get one, and I pride myself on layers, man. I just love music. Great stream. Appreciate you, dog. He's gonna get one.
Yeah, no, he's dope. He's finally. Yeah, he's fucking dope. He's yeah, man. I'm really excited to continue to share your knowledge with the folks that come over to the ESMR joint because it's fantastic. This was fun, man. Anytime you need me to jump on board, holler at your boy. I am 100% available for you, man.
Fuck yeah, man. Likewise too. And I'm like I said earlier before, I'm gonna submit a couple songs and give some feedback to the people in your stream too.
Fantastic. And yeah, I'll hit you up when we get off of this, but we'll talk about getting you on the show soon. All right.
Sweet. All right. Everybody else, thank you very much. Again, we appreciate every single submission. Every single one will get into our general playlist to just spotlight people that are making music, new music that's out there, no matter where it's coming from. And like those, we didn't get any top tiers this week. We were close with K Suave.
Knocking on the door.
Close. Yeah, knocking on the door, like Bo said, a little more graphically, but yeah. Which door? Front door or back door? No, just kidding.
Well, but we'll see how the night goes, right?
Yeah. But other than that, like, thank you very much for tuning in. We appreciate you all. And I'm going to go ahead and switch it off to the thank you screen. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Peace.